Welcome back to Coin Explorer. Today we are taking a close look at the 1965 Washington Quarter, a coin that marked one of the biggest turning points in the history of American currency. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary 25-cent coin, but its background tells a fascinating story about economics, changing metal supplies, and modern coin production. Stay with me until the end, because we will explore its history, design, production, collector interest, realistic market values, and the important details that every collector should know before adding this historic quarter to a collection. The year 1965 was especially important for United States coinage because the nation was facing a growing shortage of silver. Rising silver prices encouraged many people to save older coins instead of spending them, creating circulation problems across the country. To address this challenge, the United States Mint introduced a new copper-nickel clad composition for the quarter. The 1965 Washington Quarter became the first regular issue quarter produced without the traditional 90% silver content that had been used for many decades, making it an important milestone in American numismatic history. The obverse of the 1965 Washington Quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. This classic design was created by sculptor John Flanagan and first appeared on the quarter in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. Around the portrait are the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1965. Although millions of people have seen this design, many never realize how much history is represented on such a small piece of everyday currency. Turning the coin over reveals the iconic heraldic eagle, standing proudly with outstretched wings while holding a bundle of arrows. Olive branches appear below the eagle, symbolizing peace, while the arrows represent strength and readiness. The inscriptions include United States of America, E pluribus unum, and quarter dollar. This reverse design remained on Washington quarters for many years and became one of the most recognizable coin designs in the United States before later design changes introduced the state quarters program decades afterward. One interesting feature of the 1965 Washington Quarter is that it does not display a mint mark, even if it was produced at the Denver Mint. During the coin shortage of the mid-1960s, the United States Mint temporarily removed mint marks from circulating coins to discourage collectors from hoarding newly released pieces. As a result, all regular 1965 quarters appear without a mint mark, making this year unique and often surprising for people who expect every American coin to identify its place of production. Although the 1965 Washington Quarter is common in circulation compared with earlier silver issues, collectors still enjoy searching for high-quality examples. Coins that have sharp details, strong luster, and very few contact marks are generally more desirable than heavily circulated pieces. Professional grading services evaluate these qualities using established grading standards, and a higher certified grade can significantly increase collector interest. Careful preservation plays an important role because even small scratches, cleaning, or damage can reduce a coin's appeal and long-term collectible value. The 1965 quarter was struck in enormous numbers to meet public demand during the coin shortage. More than 1 billion examples were produced, making it one of the highest mintage Washington quarters ever released. Because of this large production, most surviving coins remain readily available to collectors. Even so, locating an example with exceptional eye appeal, brilliant original surfaces, and minimal wear is much more challenging than simply finding an ordinary circulated coin in pocket change or an old family coin collection. Some collectors also search for genuine mint errors on 1965 Washington quarters because unusual production mistakes can attract additional interest. Examples may include off-center strikes, clipped plancha, or other documented minting errors that occurred during manufacturing. However, every unusual-looking coin should be carefully examined before assuming it is valuable, since post-mint damage can sometimes resemble a mint error. Authentication by a respected grading service is the most reliable way to confirm whether an error coin is genuine. When discussing value, it is important to remember that no single price applies to every 1965 Washington quarter. Most circulated examples are generally worth their face value of 25 cents, while attractive uncirculated coins often sell for a few dollars depending on condition and collector demand. Professionally graded examples with exceptionally high grades may sell for considerably more, and verified mint error coins can also command higher prices. Actual sale prices depend on rarity, condition, certification, and the specific auction or marketplace where the coin is offered. The lasting popularity of the 1965 Washington quarter comes from its historical importance rather than precious metal content. It represents the beginning of a new chapter in United States coinage, when clad coins replaced the traditional silver composition used for generations. Whether you are an experienced collector or just discovering coins in everyday change, this quarter offers an excellent opportunity to learn about American history, minting technology, and the factors that influence collectible value. Small details often make the biggest difference in the fascinating world of coin collecting. Many people wonder whether every 1965 Washington quarter should be saved, and the answer depends on its condition and originality. A heavily worn coin with scratches or damage is usually collected as an inexpensive historical example, while a well-preserved piece with strong luster is often more appealing to collectors. Before making assumptions about value, it is always wise to compare the coin with certified examples and recent public sales. Careful research helps collectors make informed decisions based on verified information, rather than rumors or exaggerated claims. If you own a 1965 Washington quarter, begin by examining its overall condition under good lighting. Look for clear design details, natural surfaces, and signs of wear on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Avoid polishing or cleaning the coin, because cleaning can permanently change the original surface and may reduce collector interest. Many experienced collectors prefer coins that remain in their original condition, even when they show honest circulation wear from years of everyday use in American commerce. The market for collectible coins changes over time as collector demand, certified populations, and auction activity continue to evolve. Because of these factors, values can rise or fall, depending on the specific coin being offered. Most 1965 Washington quarters remain inexpensive, while exceptional certified examples with outstanding preservation have realized significantly stronger prices in major auctions. Every sale is unique, which is why experienced collectors rely on authentication, grading, and documented auction results, instead of assuming every coin has the same market value. Beyond its collectible value, the 1965 Washington quarter represents an important chapter in American history. It reflects how the United States adapted its coinage during a period of economic change while maintaining the familiar appearance that Americans recognized every day. Millions of these quarters circulated across the country, becoming part of daily life for decades. Today, they continue to connect collectors with an important transition in modern United States mint production, making the coin historically meaningful as well as enjoyable to study and collect. The 1965 Washington quarter reminds us that every coin has a story beyond its face value. While most examples are common, their historical significance and connection to a major change in United States coinage make them worth appreciating. Higher values are generally associated with exceptional certified condition or authenticated mint errors, rather than ordinary circulated pieces. If you enjoyed exploring the history and facts behind this classic American quarter, thank you for watching Coin Explorer, and I look forward to sharing another fascinating coin story in the next video.